Welcome to Lady Talk. This is your host, Nessie Layde, and I'm here with my loves. We're about to get into some dating 101.2. I got my bros here so they can talk about what they experienced and give you a little tea that we couldn't give you last time. So, before we start, loves, can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Illusion.
I'm Vinny.
I'm Chance.
And I'm Nessie. All right, loves, I want you to tell me what you're drinking on today.
Good old Sprite.
Just drinking on some red wine. That's it.
Red wine? That's red Moscato, to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm
too?
drinking some red Moscato. I would like to have me a vodka though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Too bad. We're being classy today. But anyway, and I got some white Moscato because that's my favorite. So, I just want us to get my bros' point of views. My apologies. My bros' point of views about dating. So I guess I'm going to just kick it off right now because I'm about to bring up some of the questions or statements or whatever that we were talking about last time. And I want to hear what y'all got to say. Cool. So, the first one is, what's your ideal date?
Well, I have to say I lived it. Just a nice, let me see, go to church, see if we can worship together. And then afterwards, just go out, get something to eat, sports bar, and just sit and talk for a while and just get to know each other. That's pretty much it. Like, I'm a real simple guy. Like, I don't really need that much. I don't need that much to be satisfied. So I'm really a simple guy. Hopefully that kind of translates into, dating, like for a date. And I'm going to assume it has because I'm still married. So that would be my ideal date. Just like church, going out, having something to eat, and just really getting to know each other, talking for a while, and just getting to know each other all over dinner and watching a sporting event. That would be my ideal date.
I like that. It sounds familiar though. My girl Shavonda, because she says something like that. You know her.
Know her.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Who's she?
That is my wife.
No, because y'all had the same answer. Go to church and all. That's really cool. I like that. Okay. What about you, Vinny?
I mean, anything that like ends up to where we see each other again, and she had a good time and I had a good time, and I like after the date, I end up thinking about her enough to be like, you know what, I gotta pursue her. So
you can do anything as long as it's chemistry.
Yeah, I think the last perfect date I was on was I took her to an ice cream parlor, like Cold Stone.
Cold Stone?
I took her on an ice cream date, like an old school ice cream date, and she enjoyed it, and she ended up calling me back and going on more dates than that. So yeah. It was good.
Yeah, I like that.
Something simple.
No, I like that. Okay. Something simple. What about you?
Well, mine is probably simple too. I like jazz, so I would probably go out to a jazz spot, see how they have a conversation, be talking, have some wine, see how they conduct themselves in that particular setting. So there's a certain setting that if you can handle that setting, you know what I mean, or you're in that on that level of being there, and having that conversation, talking about I like to be able to talk about everything. You know what I mean? Like even right there. You know what I mean? Whether whether we are even at some point whether we see ourselves going any further. You know what I mean? That way we don't even have any guesswork. So I like dates like that.
One thing I want to point out what you said that I heard. You said conduct themselves.
Yes.
Can you elaborate what you mean conduct themselves?
Well,
you say how
that's for me. You know what I mean? How they conduct themselves is for me. Because if they're not doing something that I think, or they're doing something that I like, then it's like, okay, this is how she handles herself. Look at her. She is sophisticated.
Okay.
She is the kind of woman I like, right? Because she's conducting herself like a lady. You know what I mean? She's talking, in a pleasant way. She's not using profanity. You know what I mean? Because when a woman uses profanity, in my point, kind of like, you know what I mean, it makes me feel a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can't date.
I've never heard you use profanity.
Anyway, that is weird. But anyway, y'all agree about that? Like, I mean, I heard y'all was like, so.
No, well, go ahead.
No, you good.
The profanity doesn't really, profanity doesn't really bother me. I was shaking my head like, oh, okay, he sees as a woman cursing is not conducting herself how you would like her to conduct herself. Okay, that's why I was shaking. Just not agreeing with him. Just like, oh, okay, that's how he sees
okay,
it.
I see what you're
not
saying.
Agreeing. No.
Because my thing is, I'm not going to use profanity with her. Like, you know, I'm not going to use that kind of. I feel if she's on that level, I feel bad if I said something that was profane.
Now, are you talking about cursing at you or cursing
Just,
in a general conversation?
It depends on it. It can be a general. It can be something like they might have said something profane, but it's not like it was not overly profane. You know, so that's fine. But you know, you have some women that just one word after the next is profane.
Like she consistently carrying
right. You know what I mean? It's like and that turns me off. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Okay, like she's embarrassing you. Like she could cuss, but not like overly cuss.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
It's not embarrassing me. She's embarrassing herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, I understand now. I was just trying to test you to see where you were going.
It's that word conduct.
Yeah, it's that conduct.
Yeah,
Like,
It's a lot of words I'm gonna use like conduct and control. It's gonna trigger the woman that's in the room and the woman that's in the audience.
Okay. Control. Well, I'm in control of this one right here. But anyway, I like y'all answers y'all gave me. I like that. It's all about the person, basically what y'all saying.
Yeah.
And it's not all about the location, because I feel like, as we were saying in the last video, it's like we have preferences of where we wanted to go and how the date went and where they took us and all that stuff. So I'm glad to hear your point of view on, you know, what y'all thinking about during that first date. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So I'm gonna do another question before I let y'all, you know, come up with something, you know, because I just want to hear what y'all thinking, what's on your minds. So the next question. So what are red flags that you guys look for in a female? Not really look for, stay away
from.
When it comes to females.
Well, my number one is I pay attention to how she how she how she acts or how she does she respect the important men in her life. Because if she does that, then I have a chance. I know she knows how to respect a man. If she doesn't do that, I might as well just leave. So that's my number one red flag. If a woman curses her father out, curses her brother out, curses her uncles out, I have no chance in the world. That's how I see it. So yeah, that would be my number one red flag that I would stay away from if I see that the woman does not respect the important males in her life.
Got it. So it's based off of her surroundings.
Yeah. Her surroundings around males.
Yeah. My question is, what are you about to say?
Oh no.
You agree upon it?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Me too.
Okay.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes?
Cigarettes.
Oh.
Number one red flag.
Yeah.
That's a red flag?
Definitely.
Go with that.
Why is it a red flag because you don't smoke, or is it why is it a red flag?
Oh, no, it's just a red flag. I don't know, for me, it's like, it's just for me. That's just my opinion. Red flag.
So you just saying you'll watch out for girls who smoke because you really don't like the smoke smell or something?
Yeah, no.
Okay, it's not like girls who smoke cigarettes are a certain type of way.
No.
Okay, so you just don't like cigarettes.
It's just my preference.
That's all your red flag. No cigarettes.
No cigarettes, and more than what he said, and he said earlier, conduct themselves, like how they act in a. I like to take, like, if I meet a female, I like to take her into like an environment like of with my close male friends, or like and leave them alone in the crowd and watch them from afar, to see how she act, to see how her eyes move, and to see, because I know how my men act and what they're gonna go for, and they gonna tell you they more so, not to disrespect me, but more so to, if she gonna go for everybody, then that ain't yours.
I got you. She belong for the she belong to the streets. Exactly. Yeah, I got you. Depends on how she acts around your friend, your male friends, because other males can pick up on certain things.
And not just my male friends, like their friends. That's not my friends that don't care nothing about me. So they see a female, she by herself, and she get to conversating, get to slipping the number, all that, then
then they'll come back and let you know.
Exactly. Or I'll just watch.
Yeah.
And I'll know.
Yeah. So that's like a test.
Yeah.
That is like a test.
That's a test.
So what you're saying is males test females sometimes?
Oh yes, all the time. Female don't.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, males definitely test females. Males definitely test. Now, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but there could be certain different circumstances that males can test females in different circumstances. Not even having to do with cheating. It could just be within the relationship. Males can test can test females just to see where your mind is.
Do you think it's important for, like, how, as you said, how she conducts herself around your friends? Do you think it's important how she get along with certain people, like your family members?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what if she's like a shy type person? Would you like consider how she'll, like, if she opens up with your family, is that a big consideration? Or can she be shy and then just ease into being herself a little later?
Well, I can answer this question because I'm a witness to this. So with my family, like, I have a big family, so when we go to events, once I bring you into it, they're gonna automatically treat you like family, and they gonna gang up on you and be talkative, and I'm gonna leave you alone, and you gonna see how open they are to you, because they don't hold back. Like, they don't like you, they gonna tell you how much they don't like you.
They're gonna tell you at that moment.
Yeah, right then and there. And they're gonna talk. If they're talking about, they're gonna talk loud so you can hear them talk about you. So it's no. I wonder if she especially my mother.
You'll know.
Yeah, you'll know.
Wow. Have your mother ever did that before? Like, well, clearly, since you,
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh my God.
Got to go.
but did you feel bad for the female, or she deserved it?
Nah, they gonna treat her out. Like, I've never seen them really treat. Well, one female I had dated before, and they was very open about how they didn't like her, and they let her feel it. And it's like she can go however she want about it, and because they gonna carry it just that way, and they fight. So
Uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, what about you, sir?
Well, I have a lot of female friends. Mm-hmm. So, say if I had a party or something like that, I had a party and I have a friend, a woman that I'm dating, and I have my female friends come. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they be fine. You know what I mean? My female, she fine, but my female friends be fine too, right? If you good looking, everything like that.
That's what
we hug. You know what I'm saying? And so I like to hug and stuff like that. We like to talk and I like to conversate. And then there may be other females in the room, you know what I mean, as well, that, that may not be my closest friend, but I conversate with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. How she carry that, you know what I mean? How does she carry that, me talking to someone and it's just a conversation? How she carry me having female friends that are attractive, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not interested in them, I'm interested in you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Otherwise I would have been trying to get with them and you wouldn't be there. But then there's a certain thing where you might say, I've had situations where I had, my friend, my actual woman, that is, well, why you gotta have this one as a friend? I don't trust, all that kind of stuff. They don't have enough confidence in themselves to know that, hey, I'm with him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they going home, and after the party's over, him and I going together. You know what I'm saying? If you start getting all crazy, or why are you flirting? And I know. I mean, I'm a flirt, but I mean, it's not like you're not gonna be with me. You know what I'm saying? And those are my friends, so it's not a flirt. It's just us conversating, doing what we do.
So she just have to have confidence
in who you are and where you stand in my life. You know what I mean? If you don't have that, it's like, you're liable to do anything. To, you know what I mean, in terms of maybe cheating on me, or maybe any kind of disloyalty could be happening because you think I'm being disloyal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I like your statements and stuff.
Well, for me, I would definitely. I think your original question was, could she be shy?
Okay.
And ease in, or could she just be herself?
Yeah. Or are you like looking at how she responds the first time she's with your family? Like, sometimes females are like, it's a lot meeting. Oh, like if you go to a family reunion, like some females are bubbly, some females are bubbly after a while, and some people are just shy a little bit, but they're a good person. So that's why I was wondering.
I think you really have to allow her to be her in that moment, because I don't think pushing one way or another is really fair to her in that moment. You have to allow her however she feels comfortable, whether she feels, because there could be somebody who may be somebody who's outgoing, but they need to feel the energy first before they step out there, So I would not push one way or another, but my family will let me know, she's good, or I don't know about her, and
So let's take a reverse to this. So have you ever been put in a setting where you mess with a female, she puts you and lets you meet all her family at one time, like early?
No.
Like, y'all just met and she wants you to meet her daddy and her mama like tomorrow.
Like after like a third date, like I didn't. All right, so I personally went through this.
Yeah.
I went to a family reunion, basically. Yeah.
After you met her?
Yeah, not too long after I met her. Yeah, and it was interesting. Like, I'm open. Like I talk. So when I met them, everybody just took a liking to me. So it was cool. It's like he coming back to the next one. Like, I'm not shy. So I don't know how it is for the female when she meets, the dudes people.
So basically, are you asking me, like, is it a big deal for females to meet the male family? Like, do we take it to another level after we met the family?
Yeah, is it a certain time limit? Like,
well, for me, if I'm feeling her, you know what I'm saying? I want to know who her parents are.
After you actually had like time to realize that you're feeling her, or do you feel her like just because of her look? So do you have to take time?
Yes, it takes time. When I say I'm feeling, it's a process.
It's a process,
and that process is something we talked about already. You know what I mean? They were talking about already, and then it's gonna be like, okay, well, I'm really digging this woman here. I want to know what her daddy like. If her daddy's in her life, I want to know how her mother look. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna look like that later, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Or she gonna be like that later.
Well, you're saying it's time.
So it's gonna take a little process.
Yeah.
She got to go through the processes.
You gonna say something before I say something about how we feel?
I actually lived. I was gonna bring up a situation but I didn't go. I didn't go, but it definitely could have, because I got asked to go to a Thanksgiving. And I got asked to go to a Thanksgiving very early. I don't even know if we really were talking, but definitely got asked to go to a Thanksgiving, and I said no because I want to watch the game. I wasn't going to leave my house. I wasn't going to leave my house, but how I felt, I don't even know if I was even afraid. I don't think I was afraid to meet the family. Yeah. I just didn't want to leave the house. Okay. I'm just like, no, I'm not leaving. Like, the game is on. I'm not leaving. Like I mean, hey, that's your family. Hey,
so you never really
time.
had the chance to like.
Not that it was. There was an opportunity for it to be early, but I didn't know
Put
it
yourself in
wasn't.
that
Yeah,
predicament.
but it now. I'm trying to think if no family reunion was a little ways into the relationship at that time. So no.
Well, to answer your question, I'm not gonna like answer for a lot of females, but I'll say two like points here. So when it comes to females, we have different process of thinking. Every female is a little different. So for instance, you could have a female be like, okay, my family's having a game night. You want to come over, and y'all just start talking like a week ago. Some females, it don't mean anything. It's almost like we're just trying to see if it could go anywhere, and sometimes you just need that help with your family, or just want your family to see that, you know, I'm dating somebody, let's see how he meshes with them. But honestly, it may not be that serious. So I know y'all probably thought females be like, oh, she ready to get married. Yeah, there's other side of females that aren't ready to get married and bring you into that equation. We're all different. All women are different.
Yeah.
But be careful how she respond to your yes or no, because you could tell even if you say yes, you could respond in the not respond, but you could tell when you are actually in the vicinity of her family and how she announces you and how she treats you and how she tell them who you are. This is my friend Chance, everybody. This is my boyfriend Vinny. We met like a week ago.
Yeah.
This about to be my husband.
Yeah.
You know, it all depends.
So titles really mean something to females.
Titles mean something to female only to know. We need to know where we stand. We don't want to waste no time. So men think that we're trying to jump the gun. It's not jumping the gun, because you can have whatever answer you have. Mm-hmm. We just need to know.
Okay.
You know, and don't be scared to answer the question. You know,
that's easier said. That's. I think that's where we differ. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm different that way when it comes to meeting parents. I like meeting parents. You know what I mean? I like to meet. I don't care even if it's a friend. I mean, I still like to meet their parents.
Because it goes into what he's saying right
I
now.
feel like you.
Exactly what he's saying. So, as a male, do you feel it's a point where you bring a female to meet your mother? Like,
absolutely.
Like, is it a big deal for you, or is it not, or you don't care, or is it a time deal. You need time to meet her? I'm asking males, and I'm asking you.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
I mean, with me, just on the physical part, my parents lived in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So,
yeah, you gotta
so it's a big deal
Yeah, so it's a
to
big
come
deal.
down that road
shipping it down
and
that
we
way,
drive.
yeah.
Yeah, like we ain't flying, we driving. So that's a 10-hour drive. So it's a big deal. That's just the physical part, but just because I definitely value, especially my mother's opinion. It is a very big deal to. Well, it was a big deal to introduce my wife to her. It was a very big deal when it happened because I value my mother's opinion and she loved her right away. You know, and not to say that's the reason, like, oh, I know this is the one, but my mom has a pretty good judge of character, you know, and I think she got it right, you know. I think she got it right.
Moms are always right.
like with that, like me, I like a female to meet my mother, like quickly, because I just like you said, she a judge of character, and like with me, I like to catch females off guard, so you won't know we're meeting my mother. So just so happened, like me, I took a female, I ain't gonna say her name, and I took her on a date, and the date, my mom works at Metro, so we're like about Tacoma, so she's a station manager. Okay. So off the break, where I parked was purposely away from, we gotta pass my mother, and it so happened my aunt so happened to pull up at the same time we're talking to my mother.
You talking about two mates?
So it's just like bam, they off the break, like who this? Like off the break, and these the ones.
You set her up. I just have to say,
I didn't know my aunt. I didn't know my aunt was.
You didn't even tell her, especially the aunt.
Like like I tell everybody, I got a big family, so it's like I got family in all over DC, and so like they everywhere. So at any time you gonna run into a cousin, anybody.
Yeah.
So just happened we walking from uptown, and bam, we see my mother. I was like, oh yeah, that's my mother right there.
Yeah,
You know how we just walk, we just
yeah.
casually walking past. I'm like, oh yeah, hey mom. So she's like, I'm like, yeah, this is my mother. Hey, this is such us. Yeah.
That's definitely caught
The
her off.
pressure.
Like, who is this to you? Like, yeah, it's,
She ain't had, she ain't know what to wear.
she's all shy.
All
and all
shy.
that.
She didn't get her makeup right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
didn't get her
And then
makeup
my
right.
aunt
She
pulled up.
her lashes ain't on.
And my aunt
She didn't
pulled
have
up.
the
It's
chance to
crazy.
get her speech right. Like you
Yeah.
threw her under the bus.
But yeah, it was just to meet my mother. But my aunts and them pulled
Did it
up.
work out?
Yeah, it worked out. Everybody likes her. Like everybody loves her.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we got it out the way.
Got
Got it out the way. Got it out the way. So when the next gathering comes, she feels comfortable at least with
'Cause
the
you already got the
matriarchs.
moms.
Yeah, you get
She
them out the
already-
way.
Man.
Which
then
is
I'm
the
good.
mom and the
yeah.
aunt.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Well, me,
Chance.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna like those processes that I talked about. You have to make it through those processes, and sometimes when I say those processes, meaning how you conduct yourself, you know what I mean, in terms of how I see as a lady. Okay, I'm not gonna just bring some. There are females that I'll carry it with. In other words, I'll date. I'll have a situation with. There may not be somebody I would let my mom meet. She gonna haze you, but the way she does it is different. You know what I mean? And it's more polite, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely digging at you. You know what I'm saying?
I know for me, my father talks to everybody. If my mom is silent, if my mom was silent around you, I know she's not feeling that person. Because my mom is, she could talk and get excited and really love to talk. But then if she's not feeling somebody, she'll give you the silent treatment, and that's what I would pay attention to. My father's gonna talk. He's gonna talk. He's gonna talk to anybody. He's just that type of person. But my mom, I would always pay attention to my mom, and if she didn't have much to say, it's like, yeah, she's not really.
Yeah,
feeling
mom
this
is key.
person.
You know what I mean? I think the women in your family are key
Yeah,
when it comes to women that you bring in the family.
that's true.
If they
Mama
not
and
feeling
auntie.
my sister, if my sister ain't feeling you, because my sister and I like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're practically twins. She
Yeah.
ain't feeling you, probably gonna, you gonna get it from her right like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let me answer that question because I would have time to think. So basically, the question was, how we feel about going to the mom's and stuff and meeting mama at the same time. Basically, it all depends, okay, how our mindset is at the moment. If we like you, we meet your mama, then yeah, it is a big deal to us because maybe we could go somewhere. But if we don't like you, because sometimes females in a relationship, they ain't even feeling the person. So if we meet your mom, okay, it's not that deep. If I meet somebody a week ago, a month ago, and he wants me to meet his mom, personally for me, I think it all depends on how the relationship is going and how, if we're always talking every day, always dealing with each other every day and stuff like that. Because sometimes, in a month, you probably only have one date. So I wouldn't take that seriously. So if I met his mom, I would assume it just happened out of nowhere, and I would not have took that serious at all. So I wouldn't have thought that, okay, we about to get married, because my mindset is not like that. I don't know you. So to answer your question, females are not always, thinking the end result. So I'm gonna open up the floor. Anybody else got something to say? You got a question to ask? Statement to tell?
Let me see. What do you all feel about gender roles in the household? Who should do what? Who feels they need to do what? What do y'all feel about that?
I think it all depends on, okay, you said gender roles, but I feel like it all depends on the dynamic of the household. So for instance, I just feel like it all depends on how y'all gonna balance everything. So for instance, if some families like to go 50-50, I feel like you should go 50-50 on the chores as well.
Okay. Chance?
In terms of feeding, in terms of the genders?
Yeah, gender roles in the household.
Well, we need to put like Like, is it kids in the household, or is it just?
With, I would say with kids.
Okay.
I would say with kids. Yeah.
I would say that, see, I'm the type of person that I like to do everything that goes on in the household. I like to clean and all of that. I like to cook, you know what I mean? But I like to be cooked for. You know what I'm saying?
And
So-
are you like the provider? Or
Well, I mean,
or
you
is it
know,
50-50?
the way I provide is different than my partners, the way they provide. They provide with a job. I'm an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? So I'm free of more. My money can come 2 months from now. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Their money comes every 2 weeks or every week. You know what I mean? So it's a different thing. You know what I mean? When my money comes, we're going out. We're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? When their money comes, bills getting paid. You know what I mean? That's the way it look, right? That's the way it look. Right now, though, I'm just saying, you know, but personally, we're in 2 separate homes. I got my house, they got their house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got it.
But I think that, you know,
That's not a lie. Okay, go ahead.
I think that a male. I grew up when my dad was in the home. He cooked, and he was cook. He was a good cook. And my mom was good with that. You know what I mean? When he left, my mom cooked. You know what I'm saying? But I have grown to like to cook. So I mean, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to cook, I'm probably gonna pick up. So I want to cook something. I'm gonna cook something for you. And I like cooking for my woman. I like cooking for my family.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. But I do not like to necessarily clean. And I think that women have a certain way of cleaning that's better than a man.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think a woman has a certain way of fixing a house better than a man.
Okay.
See, like this house, you can tell a woman lived it. You know what I'm saying? You come to my house, you gonna see it.
See, I mean, I don't agree on that.
I got
Come over
I
and
got
see.
piggyback on
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I don't agree on that.
I've always, been a cleaner. Like, I could clean better than anybody, with any female. I can't say it, because when I clean, I don't clean like that, but when I do clean, I move stuff. I'm not going to just clean around the house. I'm moving the refrigerator.
Yeah,
I'm unplugging the stove and moving the stove. I'm getting up under everything.
Dang.
Not just that, because when I clean, I want to clean every little detail. So
Yeah.
people might not like me cleaning, because I'm telling everybody get up, I'm making everybody uncomfortable. I'm cleaning everything. Going up behind the toilet seat. Going under it, I'm cleaning everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And that's how I'm with the cooking. I'm cooking everything. I'm cooking all everything. I'm gonna make the whole full.
So basically, what I'm hearing,
Yeah.
y'all really don't have no gender roles. Like, you just want to do what you want to. Not want to do, but it's just
I believe that's probably the best way to put it. But I know with me personally, I know I was not raised in a single mother or a single parent household. I had both my parents. But I seen my mom wait on my father hand and foot. And
Good old
my mom
days.
did. I seen that. I seen that. But my mom raised me and my brothers contrary to that. So she used to tell us, the way I cater to your father, women might not cater to
You
you.
ain't gonna get in there.
So at 8 years old, I was doing my laundry. At 9 years old, I was cooking pancakes and, doing stuff like that. 9 years old, I'm cleaning bathrooms and stuff like that, because she told us, don't expect a woman to do this when you get out.
Yeah.
New day coming.
And it's new time. I don't know if she's seen the movement coming, or I don't know what she's seen coming.
We
But,
ain't gonna do this, Layde.
but the thing is like, it got to the point to where it's like, if I can fit, like, if my wife cooks, I fix my own plate. Now, that's, a lot of men aren't like that, but I seen my mom have the flu and fix my father a plate, and it's like, you're physically able to do this.
So it kind of got on you, yeah.
So it's just, it's like, if I'm physically able to get up and walk, I will fix my own plate.
Yeah.
When my mom got remarried, she conducted herself where she would she would fix only
Yeah.
my stepfather's plate. That's it. And she won't fix my plate. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, you fix my plate, I'm your son.
Yeah.
I'm the first son.
Yeah.
But anyway, but no, she'll fix his plate. So she goes to that old school. I like part of that old school. I mean, sometimes we should do that for each other. We should do that for each other.
Yeah.
Like you should make a plate for your wife. You know what I'm saying? And she should make a plate for you, especially if she cooked the meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to make the plate. I don't want you to get nothing. I want you to sit down and I'm gonna make your plate. And if you make something, I want you to give me that plate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Make me that plate up. You know what I mean? Put all your love in it, cause I want the love of what you give it. See what I'm saying? So,
I think it's easier on both people if both people know how to do everything in the house.
I think that. Yeah.
I just think now.
You don't think that? That's not what you said.
No, I believe that. Now, what I'm saying is there could be times matter of fact, I don't think since me and my wife have been together, I don't think we ever actually wanted to clean the house at the same time.
Right.
She will do it, and then it might be sometimes she might come home from work and the whole house is clean.
Right.
Because I did it while I was, like I wanted to do
You
it.
did it in your time.
Yeah, I did it in my time. Usually it's not in her time, but she does a great job doing it, And I might, help every once in a while or, but it's, I agree with that point is like she can do it better than me. So
Right.
I'm not going to, the only thing, she's better than me at cleaning.
When I say cleaning, I'm not necessarily talking about cleaning. I'm talking about flowers on top of the, counter. I wouldn't do that. Would you do that? What you want to do?
That's like a decoration.
I'm just saying, what I mean?
That's like decoration.
I mean, I'm just, okay, where's the decor? I wouldn't put none of that stuff up. I'm just saying they maybe womanize the house.
Yeah.
And I like it. I'm not saying I love it. I love it. I just can't do it.
Woman makes the house a home.
Yes,
There
right.
you go.
That's what the woman does.
She makes the house a home.
That was
Yeah.
me.
I love it.
That was my point. That was.
You make a house a home, baby.
That was my original point. Okay, so as I was saying, that's how I feel. Like, yeah. Okay, but that was a good question. Okay, I just feel like everybody think a little different about it. I've been stable actually. I mean, y'all kind of agree with each other, but that's the point. Females and males don't think alike.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I was about to say, I know we was talking about just the household, but even with the kids, I think that it's easier when both parents know how to do everything with the kids. Because if one parent is just doing everything, that's going to get old real quick. Now, that's how it was back in the day, back when our grandparents and great-grandparents, the mother took care of the children. The father worked. But now when, you have women who are, have professional jobs, and it's like, okay, I can't really expect her to just come home and always take care of the kids all the time. Like, I gotta be able to, but that's me,
True.
Well, does that pertain to just the kids that you guys had together, or say if either or had kids before your relationship? Is that the same?
If y'all are living in a household and you bring a child into the household, that's the household.
That's the whole time.
That counts. The child
So
that's the household.
basically, you guys would treat the stepchild as your child?
Yes.
Wait, because I wanna talk about that. That's a good point. There are a lot of good stepfathers in this world.
Mm-hmm.
What women have to understand is initially men look at your kids as liabilities because we know we have to spend money on them somewhere. Now y'all can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but we initially, I'm not, this is before the love talk and I really care about you. I'm talking about at the date table, at the first date we said, and you say you have kids. I'm telling women now, please listen to me. Please listen to me. When you bring kids to the table, they are liabilities to men. Because
Real men.
yeah, because we know, because our mind automatically is providing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have to provide, we are automatically thinking, how much is this child going to cost me?
True.
That is the truth. Now, I'm not saying, so there are processes that men have to override to be a good stepfather.
And what are those processes?
It depends on the stepfather. It depends on what he deems is, okay, you know what, I can do this. But I'm going to tell you, the male is not naturally wired. Listen, the male is not naturally wired to take care of another male's child. And if you look at National Geographic, I'm telling you, people, y'all gonna laugh. Look at National Geographic and look at the animal kingdom and see how males treat the cubs that aren't theirs. They kill them. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not advocating killing kids. What I'm saying, because I don't want nobody saying, hey, I don't want nobody. No, I'm not saying, I am not advocating for any violence on children. What I'm saying is, when a woman brings children to the table, men initially think liability first. So, women, it's very important that you think, I have to look for a stepfather first, then I'm looking for a husband.
I agree.
Now, let me just say this. Let me put another thing on this. Because this is how I am with children. Give you a story. I have a beautiful son that I had from, his mother, right? From him. So anyway, we broke up, right? And I always love her. I still love her, right? But she got into another relationship and had another son, right? Now this son grows up. I mean, he and I have a good relationship. So this son grows up and he's connected to me. It's like he's almost like my son. My son don't like him too much. You know what I'm saying? But I like the boy. You know what I'm saying? So it can be different. The little boy will call me up and everything. You know what I mean? Want to talk to me on the telephone and everything. And I think it depends on your nature because I'm a child. I like children. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I like to. I even do tutoring.
But children. Are you providing for that child?
I would provide for that child. You know what I mean? And I would provide for that child because that's what a man would do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have to provide for that child one day. He's gonna ask me for something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm there for him already. So he's gonna need something, and I'm gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Is the father in his life?
The father's in his life, but the father's not in his life like I am. Like a father. So that's why he'll call me and talk to me. Because he sees his brother getting that fatherly love, and he wants some of it. And I had to tell my son, because he's like, why are you talking to him on the telephone? I had to check him. I said, that's your brother. You know what I mean? And, I think he didn't ask to be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving him all I can.
It's because, like he said, because you have fathers and you have dads.
Right.
Dad's just, that's your dad by blood.
Right.
Yeah. But the father is the one who take care of you. That's the one who live. That's true. Doing what you're supposed to do as a man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, most relationships, like speaking on the dating, the subject we were talking on, when a man meets a female and she says she has kids, just like you said. Most men either two ways. Either they thinking of, like you said, liabilities, or they don't care at all. Because they don't care about the kids. They focused on the female. That's what they came for. That's their daddy's problem. You know what I'm saying? So with men, all the females out there, that's what you're dealing with. You got to find out which one is it. One or two.
You should be able to find out pretty quick.
Sometimes women want just that man.
It depends.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You say that, and I agree.
Yeah, sometimes a woman wants that man is just for her.
But I don't know how.
Females, some women out there do not think about their kids first. And that is.
Okay.
Did you want that man for her?
Well, we ain't gonna go deep into that conversation. That's a whole.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's men out there that don't like their kids, that just want the baby mother. Yeah. And if they can't date or be with the baby mother, they won't care about.
Really? I agree, because I have a son. I am a single mom. So I would like a male who will put my son, not first, but to think about my son first. Before he honestly thinks about me. Because to be honest, we're a package deal. So I feel like, what are you gonna say, Carl?
No.
What you gonna say?
Go ahead. I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna let you finish first.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish first.
But okay, well that's how we feel. We are a package deal. Me and my son. So I would like a male who, forget it. I'm finding a daddy. There you go. I'm finding a daddy.
Right.
You're finding a stepfather.
A stepfather first before a lover. Yeah. So I feel like whatever male or whoever approach me or I approach or whatever, that's my first concern. 100%. I'm that female. I'm not the other.
But understand the uphill battle to that. Because
and I didn't know
with
I didn't know.
There's an uphill battle because the uphill battle is you have to the male will probably the uphill battle is the liability part.
Right.
And I know you don't want to look at your son as a liability because he came out of you.
Yeah.
And like you said, y'all are a package deal. However, the male doesn't look at you as a package deal immediately, not initially.
So is it okay for me to put that out there? I am a package deal.
No, we know you're a package.
Yeah, we still
we know if you have a child, we know. But this is the uphill battle. We know that child will always come before us.
That right there.
Yeah.
If you're saying that ahead of time, really early on in our date or whatever, that's a red flag.
Because you're telling us your child, even when we get married,
I need to be this.
Your child will always come before us, even when we get married.
Right. Wait, check that, man. Because
the order is husband, then children.
Right. So that has to be the
and just like it's wife and then child.
Because ultimately, he is there for her. He's not just coming. She got children. That'd be weird if he coming. She got children. I'm gonna talk to the kids. No, he's there for. He's there for the mama. You know what I mean? And the love for the mama is going to should cause him to love the children.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? If he really loves her, he should be ready to love on them children.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
Otherwise, he ain't loving her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think when it comes to like me, or at least me, okay, maybe I'm wrong because I always wanted to find a man who will probably love my son more than he loved me. So basically, it
doesn't work that way.
No.
He's not going to love him like you love him.
He's going to love him because of you.
Yeah, it's going to be because of you.
Okay.
Because of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that little boy that I told you about because of her. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Right? You see what I'm saying? I love him because of my son. That's his brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I connect all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's the love, man, that he has for that woman.
Okay.
That makes them love the children.
Okay.
Yeah. So how you all think about, a man paying for the date? Should he pay for the date? Should it be a Dutch date?
We were talking about that in our last episode. That was a good question that we had. I think I brought it up. So I y'all had a lot to say. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Now, when you talk about dates, when we dating each other, or we just going out as friends, just going somewhere to eat.
We be friends.
Because listen, females be automatically sometimes.
It's a date. We don't wait for the
You get what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're saying.
Like some women be like, okay, we're friends, so he paying for the. No. This is where this goes. If I'm in a date and I'm pursuing you, yes, I'm paying for the date. This is our first date, of course. Now, if we're just kind of friends and ain't nothing going on between us, and we going up there, maybe. It depends.
Yeah.
Depends how much I feel about you.
Right.
Because if we just cool and kicking it, you going to pay for your own.
Well, let me go into that because I'm not, I'm the type of person that I will pay, even for my friend. I will pay if she's a female. I will pay for even my friend.
Now, are you the one asking to go, or she the one who brought it up?
Well, what ends up happening, she knows we're friends. So she'll end up saying, okay, I'm going to pay for this. I'll go in paying. You know what I mean? I'm going to pay for the drinks. I'm going to pay for the food. I'm going to pay for the next drinks. Or something like that. If she says that, she's truly a friend to me. You know what I'm saying? She's truly my friend. When she sees that I want to comfort her, but at the same time, it would be nice if she complimented the situation by buying me a drink or buying me, helping out with the bill on her own. Saying something like that, right? Or the next time we go out, they pay.
But hold on, wait. You said friend.
Friend. I'm talking about a friend. Like you and I.
Okay, but okay.
Now, relationships is weird. I'm pursuing her. I asked her on a date. I asked her to go out with me. Then I'm paying. You know what I mean? I'm definitely paying. You know what I mean? The thing that's crazy. I've dated or I've had friends that have gone on dates where they have allowed the man not to pay. See, that to me, for a woman, is a red flag right off the bat.
For a woman.
If he don't pay, and he go there talk about you this Dutch, and he called you on a date, you better never go out with him again. Period. Red flag, no. You know what I mean? Either he don't respect you, or he don't have enough money to maintain you in any way. And to maintain you in some kind of way is important.
Yeah.
If he cannot take you out to dinner and buy you a meal, and he want to all of a sudden start becoming an accountant or some kind of, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, no, this man right here got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to go because he ain't fit to provide for you. You know what I'm saying? He can't get you a meal just to introduce himself.
Yeah.
So how are you going to do with getting groceries?
Yeah.
How are you going to do with paying half your car note one day? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to do with your situation? Is he even thinking about your situation, or is he thinking about what's in between? That's it. You know what I mean? He gonna be there going for what's in between, and he got video games going on after you go to work, and he got a halftime job or no job. This is your son.
Yeah.
You can't deal with that.
This is your son.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I don't mind paying, on dates.
You said mind.
I pay.
Go expect it.
Like I pay. And sometimes
Don't expect you to pay.
Go and expect it.
yeah, like expected to pay. Like I don't turn down if she wanted to pay, but for the most part, I'm going in expecting to pay.
Right.
And that might be like, okay, we might not be able to go here, but we can go here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying.
So,
if I'm paying,
yeah.
we can't go here, but we can go here.
Here.
And still have a good time.
Let me talk about that because, as I said in the last episode, like females test men sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They test men to see, like, if it all depends on the female and what type of female you're looking for at the same time. So some females like to test men to see if they can afford them.
Yeah.
So you said it depends where they go or where y'all going, you'll pay or not.
No. I'm saying if I'm paying, we might not be able to go here.
But that means you're opening it up to a certain type of female. So if you go, so this is what I'm saying. So once you go, you don't know this woman, you're trying to get to learn this woman, okay? So she probably be like, okay, let's go to Morton's or something. That's an expensive place. And she's going to, some women run up that bill to see how much you can afford because sometimes females want to see if you can afford them. And I'm gonna let you speak. Let me just say. But they look to see if you can afford them. Some females are like that. I did say something in the last video. I'm not gonna say. Okay, that's all I was. Okay, I'm not gonna say.
I was about to say that would be the last time.
Yeah.
That will be the last time.
Yeah,
like it would.
If then I might just get up and walk away.
Like I'm not.
You paying the bill after?
I might just get up and wait. She got the whole bill to herself. Don't play me. You know what I'm saying? Don't play me.
Yeah, like that's childish. Don't.
That right there is a red flag. That's almost
that's
like
a red flag,
not conducting yourself properly. You don't know how to act. You should be able to be respectful to the man as well. Like balance that out. Respectful to, okay, well, I'm gonna get something to eat, but I'm not gonna try to break the bank on this thing because I do want to go out again.
I mean, just imagine if I'm.
Oh, what is it? When you said some women like to run up the bill to see if a man can afford it, it almost sounds like you're buying a street woman.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
you gotta be able to put out.
Like, all that.
Street woman.
So, be able to come up with good.
So what you're saying is, no, I'm gonna ask you. So basically, if a female, because a lot of females do this, like not a lot, it's a portion of females that do this, want to go to certain places that they honestly cannot afford, and hopefully you can afford, and that they can't go to. So basically, you'll go to this place. Do you really like watch out for? Like, say she ordered a lobster meal, and then she want a dessert. In some of these restaurants, you have to pay for them sides, so she ordered about 5 sides. Is that like a red flag? Do you guys notice that? Like, do you notice what she's doing, or do you just fall for the okie doke because she's just a beautiful woman, or something?
She won't go out on a date with me at all.
That's okay.
Yeah.
One, to the first point, yeah, we notice. Everything you eat.
Right. you know what I mean? You should have did that the other. Oh, damn.
But those restaurants don't have prices. They have market price.
Also gratuity. So
gratuity.
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
But one, why would I even take her out?
There you
I
go.
know I can't
Afford it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I know where we going. And one, why would I even let her choose? I want to take her on a date.
Right.
That means she's taking me on a date.
Right.
She's choosing the place.
Then she might just have to pay.
Yeah. She might have to chill, or she had to pay.
She's
Huh?
You
believe this?
That's a little
No,
different.
I
That's a
see
little
the
different.
perspective. I
You-
see
you
it, but
understand?
I am more on Benny's side when I hear I wouldn't go to the restaurant that I know I can't afford. I just want to say no. I mean, it's as simple as just saying no. I can't go there.
You know what?
Oh, you would say no. I
No,
cannot go to
I
a
can't-
restaurant.
I
Let's
can't
go to
go
Red
there.
Robin's or something.
Yeah.
We'll go somewhere else, but I'm not going to go and mess up my bill money to to take you. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not
You
doing
know
it.
what?
And not go anywhere further.
Like I'm not doing it because now
when you're on a date, it's a 50-50 chance
Yeah.
that she's gonna keep talking to you or pursue you or whatever the case may be. And when you're taking that chance, it's a lot of stuff that comes with it, like a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
And a lot of talking, a lot of, getting to know a person and stuff like that. You're taking a chance. And you're going to risk, like you said, you're going to risk spending all this money and she never called you again.
Oh, y'all thinking about
I've had
that?
that happen.
Yeah, because we're logical.
Yeah, I mean,
we are logical creatures. We are
Counting that
logical.
money.
I told you.
I done spent this much on this nonsense.
Yeah, we are logical.
She ain't even trying to give up the skin, nothing, a kiss, a hug,
Nothing in this world free.
or walk me to the car.
Nothing.
Well, yes, or no?
I need a hug. I need a kiss.
Something.
You need a
I done spent $200 on your head. What are you talking about?
I need to grab something.
Something got to happen. You know I spent that kind of money on you.
I'm
You
not
know what I'm
saying that's
saying?
required, but
You need to be able to at least do something to make me. First of all, let me back up. First of all, I don't believe that I've ever dated somebody that was trying to run up my bill. I think that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I pick women like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At all to take out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like what one of us was saying, it's a street walker. So I don't pick women like that.
Yeah.
If she got that kind of mentality, she's not gonna get much conversation. She got a hustle mentality. It's gonna come out in the conversation before we go to dinner.
I agree with
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, I think you could pick up on tendencies before you even go out to dinner. Like where if every conversation is about money or material things, red flag.
Okay.
You know, that's a red flag because it's like you only care about your bag or your shoes or what type of car I got.
Right, all that stuff.
It's the same way for females. If a male talking to you and you keep saying slice and stuff and you keep slipping in sexual innuendos and sex, you know where he's trying to end it at.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
and I don't
everything what's going on.
Right.
But if you keep going into that date and you trying to spend it up and all, he gonna let you spend it up because in his mind, as he's saying this shit, and you feed
That's
that
what
to
he's
him
looking
and you
for,
saying
too.
stuff back, that's what he's trying to get at the end of the night.
Right.
So when you don't give it to him, he cuts you out and call you all types of, that's what you should expect.
And what women call us is cheap.
that's
no
all you
good.
wanted.
Yeah, that's whatever. And
So
it's
what
like
you want.
So basically, they gave off
What
was you getting for?
No crab legs.
Right.
All that.
So they gave off a certain type of aura.
you can't hide that mentality.
You can't have it.
You can't hide that mentality.
You know what I mean?
That mentality will come out
It'll come
Pretty
out before
soon.
you get there
Yeah.
to go into dinner. I know because I never taken anybody out like that. I know
Yeah, I haven't
they get
either.
that conversation
Yeah, I
really
haven't
quick.
either.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad y'all dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all dodged the bullet. Anyway, let's get to the next question, okay? Because y'all
Next
get
question. Next question.
You know, this is my last question until I have a whole story for you guys, and I want your point of view. Okay. Anyway, so my last question is, what do you guys bring to the table for females? We asked this question. No, not we. I asked this question. No, somebody asked this question last time, and I want to hear your point of view. Like, what do you guys bring to the table? I believe I didn't know how to answer this question, so hopefully y'all can do better.
Then you can go first.
We bring security, stability, the knowing the fact that you don't have to parent alone, and someone that can hold down the household.
That sounds like comforts.
Comfort, no, not just comfort, because
Not just comfort, but
Yeah.
combined, it's all comfort.
because I could comfort you without taking care of nothing.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
So I guess
Just
I
like-
did answer the question
And play
wrong.
video games and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what
Illusion.
Well,
I mean?
I guess with me, like stability. I bring vision. You know, I bring the ability to provide for my family. You know, bring the ability to provide because I bring loyalty. I bring. Oh my God! Like I'm trying to think of so much that I can that I do or that I do for my.
It's just
family.
overwhelming, ain't it?
It seems like
It's
it.
an overwhelming question.
But it's but I think I bring peace. Like
Yeah.
I don't bring a lot of drama for the most part. Like I like peace. I bring that into my household. I'm intelligent. You know, I bring different perspectives about things, and you know, I bring logic. You know, what are the best things to do in this certain situation, and you know, and I just bring different perspectives. I bring love, and you know, I bring just life experience. What I mean by life experience is, I know me and my wife were talking about and my father, we were talking about like all the jobs I had, and like all that is like a life experience. And then I think about like my young adulthood back in Atlanta, and you know, I've grown so much and brought those experiences with me into my marriage.
Yeah.
And they're not all bad experiences. I bring, you know, great work ethic. You know, I bring like, this is, you know, work ethic really falls into being able to provide for my family, because I do what I need to do.
You bring money. That's what you're saying.
I do what I need to do to provide for my family on a legal, you know, legally. You know,
Legal.
I'm not doing anything illegal, but legally, you know, I'm the type of person, I'm going to work 2 jobs to make sure we, you know, make sure we make ends meet, or, you know, I'm going to try to do a plan to get, you know, credit straight, or, you know, whatever. Like that's what I bring, you know, and I think that's important in relationships, because you don't get that a lot today. You know?
I know I keep saying money, like that's what I said last time. So
Financial stability.
financial, you said it better.
Yeah.
Financial stability.
The number one, self-sacrifice.
A lot of that.
Shoot, it's been
Explain
many
yourself.
nights. So, well, one of my jobs is it's 24 hours, 365, and I could be called at any time. And so it's been a lot of nights that I ain't even make it home because we gotta go to the next job in like 4 hours. Or I'm halfway home, about to turn the corner, and they be like, "Yeah, you need to come back," and I gotta go to VA, DC, Rockville, Virginia, come back, you know. But the check's good, but falling asleep on the road,
Yeah.
you know, all that, it just dealing with the, you know, customer's attitude, because when you dealing that stuff, you with the customer, or they got a list of what they want done, and they send you a POC, a point of contact. So you got to walk with them, take pictures, write everything down that you're doing. Everything is recorded. Everything's on camera. Everything, and it's just a lot.
I bring being reciprocal. That's like my new favorite word.
Girl, listen. Okay, who are you selling yourself to?
I ain't
Just,
telling
no.
He kept going.
You asked him what he can bring.
I mean, you asked, what do I bring to the table?
That's
So
a lot.
it's like being reciprocal, understanding, fairness. Do I need to break down reciprocal? Let me. For everybody might not know what reciprocal means, but pretty much it's pretty much. Let me say this:
You need me to
if
Google
I
it?
have an issue with something, I shouldn't be doing the issue that I have an issue with. So, for example, if you don't want me out at 2 a.m., guess who shouldn't be out at 2 a.m.? That's being
Preach.
reciprocal.
Preach.
Being reciprocal is pretty much being fair.
I want a little
That's
respect
what
when
I
I
bring.
get home. Sorry,
Preach.
reiterating.
But it's definitely overlooked in relationships. It's definitely overlooked. It's definitely overlooked, but it is important because there's a lot. There are instances and situations where relationships are not always reciprocal, and I bring that.
Okay.
To me, what do I bring to the table? Well, most of my bringing to the table has to do with money. You know what I mean? You know,
But you said money. I thought earlier
You know-
you said the woman has a 9 to 5 and you don't.
right.
She paid
but
the bills
What I do
and you
allows
pay
us to
for
be
the
able to have-
outing.
No,
Right.
what he's saying, he said earlier, he is an entrepreneur, so
I'm an entrepreneur.
his money might come a month
Later.
later. But when it comes big.
And he'll
So
take you
she-
guys out
Right.
Yeah.
to celebrate
So
that
there's
the money
enjoyment.
came,
Yeah.
but she paid for the bill.
Wait, let me
See-
correct that now. Don't nobody pay for my bills. You know what I'm saying? I pay my own bills. I'm saying that part right there is, that part right there is something that, I bring to the table. That I'm an entrepreneur. I'm outgoing. You know what I'm saying? I'm always out there, like you were saying, I'm always out there trying to make it happen. Now, I bring intelligence. I bring a sense of, I guess, spirituality. You know what I mean, to the situation as well. But I'm saying that the top of the thing, if I'm not able to, I don't think that if I'm not making the money that I need to make, that I'm not being responsible. You know what I'm saying, to the situation. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not bringing nothing to the table. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we're talking about also spirituality. We're talking about intelligence. We're talking about, ideals. We're talking about goals that we have together. That's what I bring to the table. I bring inspiration to her and what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And motivation to her and what she's doing. Love. Because I think that a lot of women aren't loved the way they need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying my best to cater to that love that they need.
Yeah.
I try my best to learn how to be that love that they need. I can just say, okay, I'm just going to love her the way I think she should be loved, the way the world says she should be loved. But I want to learn.
That ends up backfiring.
Right. I want to learn how to love her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm willing to open my mind to what should I do? What I need to do?
Backfire.
I said that ends up backfiring
Right.
when you're not loving the woman how she needs to be. Like when you love the way you know how to love,
Right.
it
Yeah.
ends up backfiring.
It may not be
Because
good enough.
It's not.
But are y'all asking
Great
how
example.
you want to be loved?
Yeah.
I'm trying
I'm
to figure that out.
Yeah, no. I mean, like
Great
when you
example,
talk about
Will
like the love languages,
Right.
that is definitely a good
and
base.
it's never enough.
You know,
Yeah.
So he probably in his mind thinking he could change her mind. Like most men, you might hear a woman says, "You're not my type." He going and if he's still trying to pursue, he's still trying to get her to love him, or trying to get her to look past what she sees.
So why waste your time trying to get somebody to love
That's
you than
that's-
finding a woman that actually does?
That's the name of the game. That's the chase.
Well, my point is that's a chase.
Either
You
you're
like
gonna
to chase
pursue-
something you
either-
can't get.
and that's
So y'all
what-
miss a lot of females that
Shoot.
y'all supposed to be with
I'm
to
glad
get
you
somebody
said
you
that.
cannot
I
get.
think
I'm about to
females
know
do
them,
the
but
same
You would
thing.
never get the whole
look,
person.
I'm about to get to that right now. So
She
you
can't be
know,
got anyway.
females do
She
that.
for them streets.
Females
She's
do
not
that
for them streets.
because a female. Listen to
Females do
this.
the same thing.
Females do the same
Go on.
thing, even more. They have a criteria. They want a man that's built a certain way, certain height, whatever. They want a guy to make a certain amount of money, a job, whatever.
Yeah, to keep up.
They want a man with a certain car,
we getting
certain
some other
hairstyle,
stuff here.
and a certain toughness that can fight or whatever.
Protect us.
Uh-huh.
Got a story.
It's all this. You know what a man want?
What?
Just the woman
No, you don't.
to be loyal.
That's a lie.
That's it. That's it. And
No.
might have a body. That's it. Three
Might
things.
have a body.
But
So my thing
I
is-
cut. Listen, I cut the female list short because it's way more than that they want.
They got a whole bunch of stuff.
a whole bunch of stuff. We just want three things: look good, loyal, and for me. That's
So
it.
question. No,
That's
no,
it.
since y'all getting into this, and since you're getting into this, why do a lot of famous men dump whatever woman they're dating to go out for these women who like got their body right and all these women that do not want them, only want the money? Why you want that trophy? Why don't you want the woman who actually wants you? You said want you.
It's a conquest.
What is it conquest?
Well,
It's a
I think that
conquest.
Jay-Z made a good choice.
Yeah.
But that's different.
Oh,
Also-
That's what I'm saying.
that's what I'm
That's
talking
a
about. though.
whole
I'm talking
different.
about right
Oh.
now.
That
No,
relationship
listen,
built for
I'm about to-
years.
I'm about to nip it in the bud
She
right
happened
now.
to be.
I'm about
She's
to
a
nip this.
beautiful woman, and he knew her since she was like young. Like, backtrack.
But I didn't
So
know
he
she was
knew
young,
her
too.
for years. I feel,
I'm about
and
to
that
nip
proves
this
that a
in the bud.
woman is not out there looking for the 6'5". No, I ain't gonna say that. Like, I'm
He's
just saying.
6'5", then.
Jay-Z told
I'm
us
just
he in
saying,
his
like, the
sixes, he
looks.
got
I'm just
money,
saying, like,
and
the
he's
looks. 'Cause
famous.
Jay-Z is
So you can't say that.
handsome,
Now, if she
but-
got a regular dude, then that would
He got money.
you had a point. But he already had money.
He had money.
She did too.
He had more money.
He had more money.
It don't matter. She had money.
She ain't had more money than him.
She had money.
He made the money.
The thing
made the
is,
money.
If a woman have money, they don't need a man with money. That don't make no sense.
Yes, they
It's
do.
a woman who don't have money. No.
It's about that.
There's women
I
that
don't know
got
about
money.
that.
That
You
don't
had to
want
marry
to
J.
spend their
Bond,
money.
but the man didn't have no money.
I don't know about
He got
that.
took.
That's a different point. Y'all going all
Yeah,
over
he
the
nuts.
place. Y'all going all over the place. A woman want a man who's equivalent to her. So if she got money, she want a man to be able to provide.
She want man
But
with
if
money.
a woman got money, they don't want a man with money. Don't have money.
She
They
want
don't
man
Because
want
there's a
women
lot of
that don't have
females
to
out
take
here
them.
that got dudes that ain't got no money.
Got that right. And it's
But
a
he can
sick-
provide certain things in
Yeah,
the
certain.
bedroom. Yeah,
I mean, he can provide
and they will
certain
look.
things that he doesn't
They will stick with him no matter how many people tell him, "Oh, he ain't this, or he ain't that, he ain't got this and he got that." But he got one thing that
You
he was
better keep
blessed
it up
with.
because, I mean, you get older,
And
man.
he gonna keep it up. But she's so hypnotized in that she will stay with him. But if you're saying, but what she's saying, listen, what she's saying is a female wants that doesn't make sense. If a female wants a man that's equivalent to her, but she's yet subjecting herself to a man that ain't got nothing, then what is that?
That's called insecurity. And I feel like a lot of
She want a son that she can have.
I feel like some women
She
and
wants
some
somebody
men
to take care of.
that's the same for. So why y'all deal with broken women then?
Don't do it, no bro.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh,
why.
yeah,
I'm gonna
right.
tell you why.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thank
tell
you
you
for
why.
saying
Y'all
that.
trying to get on us while
I'm
y'all
gonna
deal with
tell
broken
you
women.
why.
Me personally,
Because men really don't care how much money a woman has.
That's
We
true, but I don't still
don't.
do it, bro.
This is where things get misconstrued. The things that women value, some women think we value the same way.
Right.
For example, the money aspect. Like you said, why do men deal with broke women? Because we don't care about how much money you have.
Right.
I thought the answer would have been. I thought the answer would have been like.
Yep. That's
That's
the
a
point for
Totally.
that one.
I thought the answer would have been because y'all providers.
We
That's
are.
what-
That's why
okay,
we
that's
don't
what-
care how much money you have. Like a man, and that's a red
So
flag.
you say you don't care how much money we have.
No, we don't, and that's a red flag.
So
a
if you're making $60,000 a year and we're making $150,000, so do you have a problem with that?
no, I don't.
No, me.
Not at all.
I don't. Y'all will have a problem with it.
Exactly.
Y'all will. We won't.
Woo, I felt that.
Y'all will. Y'all will.
In my
We
opinion,
won't.
she bringing something to the table.
Y'all will. We won't. Now, being the man. I mean, being a provider.
Are you
is
talking
like-
for yourself or all men?
No.
No, I'm talking for all men. Men do not care how
Please.
much. Men do not
Men
care
do not
how much.
care.
No, and if they do, that's a red flag
Flag.
because you're taking care of one.
Right.
You're not taking care of a man.
You're taking care of a man.
Right. So
If he cares about how much money you have, just leave him alone. Just don't mess with him because that means you're so into my finances. I'm gonna have to end up taking care of you.
Right.
I'm telling you. When a man cares about how much money you have,
Yeah.
it's a red flag. Because most men are wired to be providers, so we are wired to we need to provide. Even if we only make 60 and y'all make 150, all right, I'm gonna pay the rent. I'm gonna pay all. I mean, if
So you're not talking for all men because all men don't do that.
that's what I'm
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
It's the type of men that
it's
you're
the
looking
difference between
for.
a man
It's the
and a
difference
male,
between a
too.
provider and just a male.
Right.
When you have a male with a provider state of mind, they're not going to mind saying, "I will pay the rent." If I'm only making 60,000 and you're making 150. All right, well at least I could do is pay the rent. You got everything else.
Or he gonna try his best to do whatever it takes to make it and get it.
Right.
I have a question. Not a question. I have a story to tell y'all, and it's about protection. Okay, so I'm glad we got into that. So the story is, let me remember the story. Basically, I saw something on Instagram or wherever I saw it. It was like at a baseball game. It was, and I brought this up in the last episode, so I just want to hear your point of view. So they were at a baseball game. It was a male and a female in an argument, right? So the female had her significant other, whoever he was, a husband or boyfriend with her, but he was quiet, whatever. She was arguing with another male. She decided to hit that other male that she was arguing with. The other male, I said as a gentleman last time, he did not hit the woman in protection or defending himself. He decided to hit the male that she was with. The male that she was with was not winning. He was trying, like I was saying, he was trying, but he was not winning. My overall question was, is it I'm gonna say a little different for you guys because you guys will be the male in the situation. Okay, so how would you feel in that predicament that the woman basically put you in? Is that okay what she did? And would you have reacted? How would you really react? How she was acting?
Hold on. So, which man am I? Am I the one in the argument with
No,
the female, or am I the man and my woman arguing?
You're the man and your woman is arguing with another male.
It ain't gonna be too much argument. Once he got loud with her, it was already there what it was. We trashing. Now, if a man is arguing with my female, he ain't got too long. Cause if I hear him talking loud or disrespectful, he ain't gonna get too many words out.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack him. You know, that's gonna be what it is. We're gonna jump him, we're gonna beat him, we're gonna trash him. That's it. That's all.
And
I'll check her. And now if she in the wrong, I'll check her later. But as for right then and there, we gotta get him.
If you're the other man, or you want to be the other man?
If I'm the other man, yeah, he did right by, I guess, you know, him going after the male. And see, a lot of stuff happens that way where the female speaks and the male like look clueless, or he quiet, and he really not a fighter or whatever the case may, or if he is, and somebody trash him or kill him, it's crazy.
It could be like that.
You got to be careful on who you talk to.
You do, and how you react.
That would be my stance. Like first, like I wouldn't want no other male hollering at my wife.
Yeah, because the male was quiet during the argument, but at the same time,
but it's like I wouldn't like throwing hands at that point. Like if she was to, like, I'm going by the story. So if she was to hit the other guy, yeah, I'm going to protect her. But at that point, is it really protecting her at that point? Because if he hits me, I'm not protecting her anymore. I'm protecting myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, no, would I want to be put in that position? Absolutely not, because that might be a good quote unquote ending. That guy might have a few broken bones or whatever, but like I said earlier, this could be a sensitive dude. And now all of a sudden I'm stabbed up or I'm shot because of a stupid argument. So it's like you have to be very mindful of how these things go down and how you act, because everybody doesn't have quote unquote common sense. Everybody isn't. Now that guy did do the right thing by not hitting the female and going after the guy. That to me is correct, because you don't want you're not going to hit a woman. But if I'm that boyfriend or significant other or whatever, the first thing, being in an argument, I'm trying to de-escalate or getting away from the situation, because I don't know what this guy has. I don't know what he's capable of, and both of us need to leave how we came back or how we came in.
So would y'all stay with this female who will put you in a...
If it's my wife, yeah. If it's a girlfriend, probably not.
Let's take this situation, and she smack him, and now he on the dude, right? Mm-hmm. What if he has like 13 or 20 other dudes in the stadium with him?
What are you gonna do?
And now they all on this one dude, and beat him to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
And now she like,
yeah, it's like, okay,
now what?
And you don't know
so
until you react.
The overall question, because in the beginning, the responses were, I would never put my man in that predicament. Is that a person you would, as you said, is that a person that you will continue to be with? Is this a person that is in your best value?
If it's my wife, if it's my wife, I married her. Yeah. So I'm going to be there. But if it's like somebody I was just dating or my girlfriend, bro. After hopefully I get out of that situation, because you just put my life in danger. You just put my life in danger.
This goes back to conduct and the way you conduct yourself. First of all, if anybody gonna be doing any hitting on any man, don't try to jump out and be hitting some man when I need to be hitting that man.
Yeah,
I need to be on that man. You gonna jump out and try to attack a man when I'm standing there? Mm-hmm. To me, that's disrespect right there. Because I'm supposed to be the one. If anybody gonna hit the man, it's gonna be me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you feel like you gotta go out and hit a man, that should be me. Don't you ever step out of doing something like that when I'm supposed to be doing that if that needs to be done. So if you're that kind of woman, you got a hot head, you don't know how to control yourself, conduct yourself, and let me go ahead and step into that realm, then that's a problem right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, you can't just be going off, jumping off on a man when I'm supposed to be doing that, if they need to be done. Now, okay, say if it happened, he grabbed her behind and she just, pow, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a situation where he done disrespected her to the point where she had to make a move. I might not even have seen him grab her ass, but she made a reaction.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot like what Vinny's saying. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to go into a mode where you got to just get into the greens of the man. You know what I'm saying? And deal with it. You know what I mean?
See, I've been put in these situations, so I know how to react to them. So I can tell you about it. So I lived in this neighborhood, and let me just break it down simply. It was these two girls that didn't like each other. Yeah. Because one was messing with another dude's man. Now the girl that man was cheating on her with this woman, was friends with my girl. So the lady they beefing with basically scratched up the girl's mother car. Mm-hmm. So the girl mother and her walk up there, call my girl up there, like they about to go see what's up with her. Mind you, I'm in another household, like probably 5 houses down, on the same little strip, so I can see, like, if I come out the house, I can see what's going on at the end of the block. So they get in an argument, blah 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 blah. At this time, I'm intoxicated and I can barely, what we call it, stand and walk, because I took some stuff, I didn't, partake in some stuff. So my vision got blurred. So I'm walking down there, seeing them argue. I'm laughing because females are arguing like I usually do. I just laugh. So I'm going down there. I just hear ruckus. So what happened was I guess they was on the steps, and I guess my girl got too close to the one on the steps. It wasn't it for her. She got kicked in the stomach. That's also how I got
By
that.
another female?
That's how I saw it got that scare. That one scare. Yeah. And that's how that got out of there. So they got into a fight. So my girl had knocked her out and was over topping her and just. And so we go down there. It's dudes that come out. So we don't know that the dudes have guns on them. We just coming down there. That's it. So I'm like it's somebody behind me. It's two people in front of me. So we go down there and I just see people start scattering. So I'm like, what's going on? Next thing I know, I'm looking at them scatter. When I turn my head back, it's a dude like this. Grab me up, put something to my head, put me on the fence. So I'm like, huh? Mind you, I have a bottle on me. So he up there talking to me. All I know is I was like, I got mad as hell and I swung the bottle. I missed him. But at that time, I guess he was trying to click it, but it didn't go off. So we get to rumbling. And it's another dude with a gun. He trying to I guess break it up, tell me stop fighting because he got a gun. And he I'm gonna shoot, but he can't really shoot because we rumbling, we tussling. So people's come over there. It was a big little tussle over guns and all types of crazy stuff. So main story of this is females always get you on something. I think everything almost in life gets you on something. I'm telling you.
It don't even have to be a fight, man.
You don't have to have nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with the
You will get involved and almost lose your life.
Outside and saw the ruckus and went.
Huh?
It was something I had nothing to do with.
Most of the men in jails got over a woman.
Over a woman.
Oh,
Real stuff. It's
that's
always
over a
that
woman,
way.
man.
Most of the stuff in life happens because of a woman. I'ma tell you right now. If ain't nobody ever tell you nothing. I know a lot of dudes that lost their lives over females or trying to kill somebody over female, fight a person over female that's in jail right now or dead.
Yep.
I remember,
And that's the perception that I'm coming from. A dumb argument. No
Right.
male should be hollering at a female or hollering at my wife or whatever. But we both need to leave this place.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We both need to leave. We
Yeah.
got children.
Right.
And we came here in one piece. We need to leave in one piece. Not bloodied up. Not nobody getting beat up. Because it's really not worth it to me.
Yeah.
It's really not. Like you said, you didn't even know the dudes had guns. And this is...
I'm getting into it because my females.
Yeah, it's
She don't have nothing to do with it. Her friend got something to do.
Right, ain't even on her thing.
So that would be my perception.
Let me give you
on
some
that,
what you said
on that
earlier
story.
about this. Is a young boy. We was at PG Mall. Young boy said something to my female and was talking about her. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they went over there trying to grab her. So I was like, what the hell? Go down there. Dude sitting there, oh, what's up? So they start raising up. They don't know who I am. So I seen dude sitting on the jump, and I was like, hold on, you look familiar. So he said, Benny, what's up? So he yeah, don't need to do that, man. Don't need to do that. So for real, what they used to do is catch people, people coming from their little date and, smack girl on their ass and
Right.
trash the dude in front of the female and get her number because they just trashed her dude. So she don't want to be with him.
Right.
So get with us, because we didn't trash him. So
Well, you're in a group of people and not by yourself. Think about that, y'all.
they not trying to make her a girlfriend.
I know.
Yeah. Right.
But I feel sorry for the guy that got beat up. Hopefully he is okay. But
His female, what's crazy part? He's still probably, if he ain't with the female, she probably done left him for another dude because he got beat up.
Yeah, would the woman leave the guy at that point?
Because
if he gets beat up,
if he get locked,
would you leave the guy? Asking you a question, would you leave the guy if he got beat up?
Look at her.
No, I wouldn't have video.
If he got trashed,
if he got trashed, no. The only time I would leave a guy if a guy does not defend me. So, for instance, let's just put out there, I would never put my man in that predicament. Okay, I would never put my man in that predicament. It's not a good predicament. You shouldn't be acting that way, basically. But if it comes down to my man defending me, and he happened to lose, it's okay. He tried.
So let me ask you this. So I've seen this before. So say you are just like almost like that. Seen a girl arguing with the dude trying to inject. They all of them arguing with him. So he's like, as mid conversation, he smacked the dude like and shut him up. Like smacked him to the point where he stumbled and was like, "Yeah, say something else." And the dude ain't say nothing else. And the girl looked at him like. She stopped her conversation.
And I'm the girl, right?
Yeah, and the dude was like, yeah, you say something because you can get smacked just like him. And they walked off.
See, that's not my character. We both would have got beat up that day.
No, if y'all both got beat up, would you still be with him?
Yeah, we both got beat up. I lost too.
Hey, I applaud you. I applaud you. I don't know no female.
You win some, you lose some.
I don't know no
but you
female
live to fight another day.
Hey.
That's why my man don't have to win everything. If he defends me, that's enough. If he lose, it's okay. I'm not gonna win every fight. If that happens to me, I'm in my character. I know me. My man get hit. He's stumbling like whatever. I'm gonna hit him back. I would hit him. You know, I would do something simply because that's just my character. You know, if he decided to hit me back, I expect another man to say each other. But, you know, no. My man is my man.
So
I'm going to stick by him.
I think it's probably like
that's my man.
3% of females that's probably going to say, yeah, that's cool, but the rest of them, I don't got a big percent.
Not the right woman would say. The wrong woman would be like, no. But.
So what's the man going to be feeling if he lose and she goes off with him? What is he going to be feeling?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I know what I'm gonna be feeling.
So what if this happens multiple times? And
something's gonna have to happen after that.
If he constantly keeps losing,
some consequences.
I would get him some boxing. Like, you want me to say?
I don't want you to say. I'm actually asking you. I'm just asking.
He could be in karate. He could boxing. He has to learn. But if he tried, that's good enough.
That's good, but I don't see a lot of females staying with men because that's one of the points of what you bring to the table.
Right.
Fighting?
No, safety, like
safety,
protection.
And protection. If he can't protect you, why you?
I mean, everybody can't protect. But anyway, it's just, like I said, I'm gonna stick by what I said. But that was.
I don't know. That's shaky. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I mean, the whole concept of this is like, what environment am I bringing my woman in the first place?
She said it's a baseball stadium.
Yeah, if it was like at a game or something like that, things could get a little, you know.
It can get out of hand.
It can get a little bit out of hand.
Well, first of all, when I go in a situation like that, I'm projecting already. I'm already projecting, like, I'm about to get you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you can deal with that testosterone that I'm going to give you, then you're a bad brother. Because I'm already going to be in there like, because I got my woman here. She looking good. You know, I'm always going to be acting tough. Mm-hmm. So if you that bad,
you're gonna be on point all the time.
I'm gonna be on point. I'm sizing you up. You're gonna hit on first. I'm sizing you up. I got my woman with me. I'm sizing you up. Straight up, you know what I mean? I'm sizing you up to see how I'm gonna hit you. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I'm a fighter. That's just how it is. I size up a dude quick. You know what I mean? I feel you know, situations, especially in those situations. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys. I like this conversation. It was nice to have male point of views based off of our last episode. I'm glad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, let's just wrap this up. Basically, I'm going to wrap this up with the word of the day. Okay? The word of the day is conduct. Okay? Conduct. We heard that a lot today. Women, we have to conduct ourselves. Y'all have more to say based on that conduct. That's a strong word. Okay? So, loves, thank you. We did a fantastic job but there will be more on this subject. I feel like we need to come together. What y'all think?
I agree.
I think so.
And it's about to get
I agree.
real.
It's gonna get deep
It's
next
coming
time.
soon. But thank you guys for tuning in. I love you, my loves. I love you guys too. Deuces.